Hi, in this video I'm going to talk about how to optimize your brain performance, and if your brain seems foggy and you'd like it to be, maybe it's time to optimize it. You do it with your car, your computer, some optimization even happens in the background with that nowadays, and probably quite a few other things in your life, so why not optimize your brain? Okay, you can't just go to Google and download a software patch for your brain, or at least not yet, only in sci-fi movies, but there are some other things you can do that will boost and optimize your brain's performance and give you a nice little upgrade without too much effort on your part. Start by getting a decent night's sleep. You know what it's like if you've not slept well, everything seems way too difficult and awkward. Sleep is the time that our body uses to process what's happened during the day and to carry out repairs whilst we're not doing too many other things. So getting a good night's sleep will actually help prepare your brain for the day ahead. And there are lots of things you can do to improve your sleep, but these are easy and they get the job done. Start by making sure your room isn't too warm or too cool. You'll know what your kind of optimum temperature is, get it as close as possible to that. Cover up any always-on lights so your bedroom's as dark as possible. That means your alarm clock, the blue standby light on your TV, anything. Don't drink too much caffeine too close to bedtime, or any preferably, and don't rely on alcohol either. It's not actually conducive to a good night's sleep. And give your brain some unwind time before retiring to bed. Just checking your emails or Facebook before going to bed won't help you get to sleep. So unwind. Personally, I like to play myself a meditation track to help me relax, so it means I can actually do the things I just told you not to, and then I've got half an hour or so listening through. Next up, watch your diet, and despite what the adverts might claim, some foods just aren't good for us. One of the simplest ways to watch your diet is to only buy foods with a short ingredient list. If I buy processed foods at all, I like to keep the ingredient list to no more than 5 items, and preferably ones that I'd keep in my kitchen, and definitely ones that I can pronounce and know what on earth they are. Cutting down on sugar is another good way, although don't simply swap it for artificial sweeteners. They can confuse your body and do more harm than good. Reduce if you need to on sugar, but don't swap for NutraSweet or any of the other stuff. Monitor your chosen diet regime. If it's not working for you, find one that does. I've spent longer than I care to admit following one that just didn't work even though I thought it should. For instance, if you always feel sleepy in the afternoon, after lunch, swap to something that isn't laden with carbs. That's probably what's causing the sleepiness. But diets are very personal things, but if you take notice of your body, you'll be better overall and your brain will respond as well. And while we're talking about diet, avoid the diet of the year that's always promoted every January. The weight loss claims are honest, but they don't tell you that the people who've lost the weight have been specially selected for the program because they're the ones that can actually lose weight fast, even though they just piled it on to be able to lose it fast. I wish. There's a whole industry out there which revolves around selling us the next great diet. But if you stick to naturalish food and your brain, it'll reward you. Thousands of years of evolution they'll be in your favour. Next up, learn to relax more often. If you're constantly wound and coiled up, your brain will get stressed, and most people just don't perform at their best when they're stressed. We usually make poorer decisions and our body reacts badly. Maybe our brain just gives up if things get too bad. A nervous breakdown definitely isn't something you'd volunteer to have, so chill. And much like diet, relaxing is a very personal thing. Teenagers often relax in quote marks to music, or what they call music, depending on your view, blaring out at top volume, but most people prefer gentler ways. Make yourself a playlist of tracks that help you chill out, put it on YouTube so it's available at the click of a mouse and maybe helps other people as well. And actually set aside just some time to listen to it, or use it as background, whatever works best for you. Breaking state, going out for a walk for instance, is another good way to help you relax. That doesn't just mean walk to the water cooler and back, or to the kettle if you're at home, or the coffee maker or whatever. Maybe combine walking with a walking meditation where you consciously notice what's going on around you, or if the weather's in your favour, stretch out in the park. Maybe read a book, preferably a real printed book because they're just better. Use it to take your mind off things rather than yet another business book. And develop the art of the power nap. That's a short, conscious break from everything lasting maybe 10 or 20 minutes. Lots of the top minds over the years have taken power naps, so you'll be in really good company. But just pick a way to relax and make sure you actually set aside the time to relax rather than procrastinating on the idea and never getting round to it. Stretch yourself. That doesn't mean exercise. It can do, that helps as well, apparently, I'm told. But pushing your natural boundaries and comfort zones can feel uncomfortable at first, but it's an excellent way to stretch your mind. maybe even to the point where your brain aches, because although our brains aren't muscles, they work in much the same way. So find ways to exercise your brain. Some people like puzzles, maybe having several online Scrabble games on the go at the same time. Other people read books, others join groups. There's probably a meetup group locally that would help stretch your brain. And meeting people in real life is always better than online because it's easier to focus on what's happening rather than getting distracted by all the bells and whistles and pop-ups and things on your phone or computer. Hypnotise yourself is another way. Hypnosis works with your subconscious mind. That's the part that's in control of almost all of your body anyway. And it can be an excellent way to boost and optimise your brain performance. So many things we do are automatic, which is a benefit because we'd probably occasionally forget to breathe or pump blood around our bodies or all the other things that happen on autopilot. But there are lots of patterns that we run that we just don't help us, which is where hypnosis comes in handy. It helps direct our brain. The conscious decision to download a track and play gives way to the much more powerful subconscious side of what we do. So behaviour we want to change, including boosting our brain performance, can be done quicker and easier with hypnosis. Try it. And if you'd like lots of freebies that will introduce you to meditation, hypnosis and all sorts of other personal development goodies, click the link below this video. You can test out various things to see what you get on with best and home in on the ones you like the most. That way you're not risking anything, you're actually having a nice trial and use that to relax and do all the other things to tweak your brain. So click the link and go on, get your free stuff. Go for it. Thanks for watching.